Alright, I'm back again with another cargo van video, and today we're gonna go over how to get contracts with your cargo van. So let's get right into it. Alright, so now it's a few ways to get contracts with your cargo van. Like, you could do it a more of a hands-on approach by actually going into like warehouses or going into different businesses, like let's say like antique shops. Or let's say if you want to go to like I would suggest places that have home appliances, like antique shops. You can go to like flea markets, or you could possibly go to, let's just say like if you want to be a little more hands-on, like I say, like more moms and pops places, like places that like smaller businesses that aren't like big retailers. So you kind of go there, and then you kind of start with those guys, and then you offer those services. Like let's say if you go to like an antique shop, or it could also be like possibly like a Habitat for Humanity, or like some places like that. Even though some Habitat for Humanities do have delivery services, there are some smaller ones in smaller areas that may need it. So like I said, you want to go to a smaller business. Like I said, let's just use an antique shop for an example. So go to an antique shop, and then you want to go there and just basically go to the manager or the person that's basically the highest person of authority in the building, and just go there and just basically ask them, do they need any services for deliveries, as far as like any possible store deliveries. Let's say if they have any bigger items that may need to be shipped that can't be basically taken in a car, or if they don't have like a truck, like anything that's big enough to where they may need to hire somebody to come get it and take it out to the customer. Like, just basically verify, can you possibly offer a service or get a contract written up where you can do deliveries for those guys for just certain items that are too big to fit in the customer's car. So like, and that's one of the options to, like I said, to be more hands-on, and just go in and actually be up front and offer the service. You can get a contract written that way with the store or company that you go with. But like I said, or you could also go and try to take the email approach, or the call over the phone approach, where you just send an email or you give them a call. But like, I've noticed doing that, you really, like, your results are like, they're not really well, to the point to where it's like a lot of times you'll get people that'll just brush you off, or they'll end up just like telling you bad info, telling you they'll give you a follow-up, and you never get that follow-up. So that's why I say it's best to be like face-to-face and go into the store and actually like talk to them directly, get the highest person of authority on the phone. Or like like I said, if you're on the phone, like sometimes you can't get that done, but if you're in person, I mean, like, you go there in person, like, you can verify who that person is. So like I said, sometimes on the phone you may ask for the highest person of authority, but you may not get that person. You may get somebody under them, and they may just, like I said, brush you off or just tell you anything to get you off the phone. So that's why I say it's best to actually go into the store or into the business and then offer the services. But so that's one of the options, is to either, like I said, you can go in the store and offer services, or if you do want to do it at home, try to email, try to call, or whatever. But the second option is going to be go onto Indeed or ZipRecruiter, and go into the search bar and then search cargo van owner operator, or search sprinter van owner operator, or you can search independent courier. Any of those searches should pull up contracts that are in that field. So like, and the contracts, they can vary. So like, you want to make sure that you do read into it and verify like that contract is what you're looking for. As far as like, it may be a contract that's driving from state to state, or it may be local. So you want to basically verify like the type of contract that you're looking for, and then like I said, read into it, look at the requirements for the contract, make sure that your vehicle is up to date, because some contracts do require you to have, like, let's say a 2000, and it could be like a 2013 or newer. Like, some requirements are like that, to where you have to have a certain, like, a newer year model vehicle to even contract with that person. And you also may need to look at the requirements for the insurance, because some contracts allow you to have just normal auto insurance, and some contracts do want you to have commercial insurance. So you got to just look at those contracts and then kind of like basically, break it down and filter it out to what works for you, and then just basically get you a, you should already have a resume, and like on your resume, if you're getting into this, you do want to add, you want to basically add your newest option on the resume, or your newest job on the resume. Not really a job, but just the newest thing that you put on there will be cargo van owner operator. So you do want to add that onto your resume and just put that's your present work. So like just put that on there, and then just also have your other information already on your resume that you should already have, and just send over your resume to the company. And at that point, that's how you do it. So like sometimes you have to fill out like an application or whatever, but a lot of times you just send over your resume with Indeed, and they'll just let you send it over to the company, and then at that point they'll get in contact with you, and then they'll give you a call, and then they'll kind of push you on through the onboarding process or what else they'll need from you. Like I said, with those contracts, you do want to make sure that you do meet all the guidelines for it, because one of the things that they do ask for is they do want a background check. So if you do have like any history, like as far as like any criminal history, like if you're a felon, or if you have a few misdemeanors or whatever, like you want to make sure that those aren't anything that are like violent, or make sure there's nothing that's like as far as like stealing or like theft. You want to make sure that you're kind of like clear of all that, and if it is any of those, hopefully if it's happened a long time ago, they'll let you pass and they won't hold that against you. But you do want to kind of take that into consideration when you are sending your resume over, that they will do a background check, and then they also do want you to have a good moving vehicle record. So like let's just say if you have a bunch of speeding tickets, or if you have a bunch of like traffic violations and stuff like that, like that could be the difference between you getting the contract and not getting it, because a lot of times they do like to check that information, and they want to make sure that you're not like you don't have a bunch of points on your license, you're not like a bad driver, because that's going to be pretty that's vital as far as like when it comes to doing these delivery jobs, because they don't want you to be moving product and then you're not a responsible driver, and you end up get into an accident, or getting tickets, and just having a bunch of unnecessary stuff go on with their product on your vehicle. So those are things you do want to look out for when you are getting these contracts. But like I said, you can go to Indeed and just search cargo van owner operator. There's one called Simply Hired also, but like you can go search, you can go on Google and actually search cargo van owner operator, and they'll also pull up some jobs or some contracts on there too. So those are a few of the options that you can take to find the contracts. And like I said, I mean, for me personally, the best luck that I've had was actually going on Indeed. Like the two contracts that I do have, I got those off of Indeed. So I went to Indeed and I did the same process. I sent over my resume, and then I got a call back. And then at that point, I kind of just went from there with the onboarding process, sent over my paperwork and filled out everything. And then at that point, I got on with two different contracts, both through Indeed. So that's why I suggest you go on Indeed. And you also just want to make sure that, like, if you do go on there, and let's say, like, you go on there today and you don't see anything that's basically for you, or that you want to, deal with, keep going on there and keep checking like at least every day or every other day, because new jobs do get posted almost every day. So like new jobs and contracts. So you do want to keep going on there and just consistently keep checking, because like I said, one day may not have anything, the next day may have something that you need. So you also want to be fast on finding it, because if you get on there and somebody else is also looking for a contract and they go and apply before you, they may get that contract before you do. So you just want to keep checking on it every day and just kind of stay consistent with it. But if you guys do have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section, and I'll get back to you. And then, like I said, if you do want to contact me through my Instagram at Cargo Van Leo, I'll also respond to that too through DMs. And if you guys want to do a consultation, just let me know. I'll get on the phone with you and kind of help you out one-on-one, and we can kind of go from there, and we can discuss the pricing and everything on that also. So you guys have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one.